And continuing our Kelley Blue Book coverage of the New York Auto Show, we're at the Scion stand, and Scion, they're known for some striking design, but I don't know if I've seen a Scion with as striking a design as the one that's behind us. Thomas Bergeron from Scion, this is your baby. Tell us about it. What are we standing in front of?
Yeah, so what we wanted from the beginning was something really stimulating and, to really check what people would think about, very extreme designs for Scion. So we wanted to get them excited. And, so at first sight, when they see the car, they think, wow, what is this? So that's basically what we wanted. So we're keeping the car in a very small, compact size. We wanted to have a maximum look and maximum impact. So basically, we've been working on very extreme features like this vertical windshield you can see here that gives it really a unique character. So
you talk about size because you've taken some of the cues, some of the boxiness that we recognize from the XB, but you've moved it into even a much smaller package.
Yeah, we did that.
Why smaller?
Why smaller? Because first we wanted to have a really compact and very tough look, and we could have achieved this on this very, how could I say, this very compact size, and we achieved this with big fenders, so we could enhance this character as much as we could. And so basically we wanted to keep the box as a symbol of Scion, but we tried to sculpt it and give it lots of volume and lots of emotion in it. So you can see basically these big fenders here, and big fenders here that enhance the stance of the car, so it's very determined and very sure-footed. And we kept the box with the cabin image.
Yeah.
But as you can see, there's not a single straight line, so we kept the image of the box without cutting it straight. Right?
I was noticing about the roof line. One of the features we've seen in modern design is the blacked out A pillar, but you went the exact opposite, and you've moved that blacked out pillar to the rear. Let's walk to the back and take a look at that, because that's such an interesting feature. So what was the design goal here? Talk about this area.
Yeah, so basically we studied the windows as a 360-degree cinema screen. So what we wanted is to people get this panoramic view.
Yeah.
So when you sit inside the car, you can feel that the windows are wrapping around you. And so this is the point we developed for this. Also, as lots of automakers are actually blacking out the A pillar, we wanted to do the opposite and try something completely different. So because that's what we do at Scion, we try different things. So,
talk about lighting, because lighting is one of the places where there's a lot of creative opportunities, but automakers designers haven't necessarily tapped into all of them. Is this like an LED setup?
Yeah, so all of this, you can see these small LED blocks that light up. And what we wanted is to keep them relatively simple and not over design them, so we can keep a freshness and impact in the design.
Yeah.
So, so basically that's why we chosen this block pattern. So you can see that also on the front headlights.
I'm curious about color, because when coming up with a color for a concept car, you want something that grabs people's attention. How did you decide on this?
So we did lots of tries on the color, and we wanted a color that would be striking and emotional. So we thought the orange was really good. So this paint was developed only for this car, and we have this orange base with some green pearl on it, so it has this unique reflection in it.
Interesting. And I noticed there's some dark work, some black lines up top. Talk about that in terms of graphics and not overdoing graphics on this car.
Yeah. So basically the roof, we wanted to show something different, and we wanted to show that owners can actually customize the roof. And so basically the roof is made of one piece of glass, and you can imagine that people can display the image or pattern they want. So it's a bit like a tattoo if you want. So so the good point of the roof also is that it's glass, so that means when you're sitting inside the car, you can see the pattern.
But are there any other features that people should take notes? Because when you actually get up close and you touch a vehicle and you see it in person, there are details that jump out that you may not notice, just in pictures. But what are some of your favorite details?
I quite like the asymmetrical thema for the exhaust and the fog lamps and backup lamps, right?
Yeah.
So we can keep this symmetrical volume, but basically the graphics are different, so it shows something a bit more exciting about this.
That's really
It's
clever.
also a Scion Q that we've been using on the Fuse and the previous concept cars of Scion. So.
By the way, I noticed you've got 18-inch wheels. Why didn't you go like to 20s or 24s or bigger?
Because we wanted to stimulate people, so if they see the car and they say, wow, we can put 20s in this, that's up to them to decide. But we wanted to give them like a canvas, like just a base. So we decided to set this up on 18s, so then people can imagine or even work on Photoshop on the concept car pictures and put bigger ones.
Well, so does this reflect, is this one of those that, some of these features may appear on future product, or does this hint at some sort of product that might
basically, this is a design study, so what we wanted is, to check people's reactions. So then we'll think about everything later on, but first we want to see what people think of it.
Well, what's the reaction been?
Yeah, it's been really good so far.
Pretty positive?
Yeah.
I can imagine. It's
the car has really emotion in it, so people got excited about it. So that's fun because we had so much fun doing that car. So
last question I was going to ask, there's sort of like a forward rake when you look at it from the side, the profile. It almost looks like you know the Munster Mobile, kind of like that sort of vaguely forward. What was the inspiration for that design?
So basically, we were inspired by American vintage roadsters, and we wanted it to be really dramatic. So we thought that was a good way of expressing this drama, right?
Yes, it certainly is dramatic.
So especially the rake is very unique to this car, and we thought it gave it a really strong attitude and clear stance, so everyone can get the message.
Well, if you wanted attitude, you've certainly achieved that. Thomas Bergeron, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. And keep it right here on Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com for more coverage of the New York Auto Show.